Welcome to the Hue-Man experience.
Hello, my beautiful, lovely human beings. How are you today? This is your buddy Hue-Man, and I am back with another Wednesday episode of the Hue-Man Experience. And I welcome you. We have some first-time listeners. Maybe next week we'll have some first-time callers. I don't know. Maybe I'll set up a way that you can call me. That'd be fun. Well, heck, some of you have my number, and I hope you use it because I miss you, and I love you, and I love to hear from you. Well, this week we're back with a shorter piece. It is called Do You See? And it is the ocean's secret about you and me. Every wave in the universe has its own integrity. A man named R. Buckminster Fuller said that. And if you don't know who R. Buckminster Fuller is, he's the guy who invented the geodesic dome, which, mind-blowing use of space, use of materials, and strength from it, because, like reality, it's built from little polyhedrons. Well, I guess in the case of the Epcot Center, it's built from big polyhedrons that make a giant geodesic dome. R. Buckminster Fuller is an absolutely fantastic mind. I'm having a hard time coming up with what even to say about him because he has so much to say himself. I'm including a link to a documentary at the end of this article so you can have your mind blown just like I have. And I would highly recommend a book about R. Buckminster Fuller called Pattern Thinking, written by a man named Daniel Lopez Perez through Lars Mueller Publishers. Absolutely fantastic book. I picked up a copy years ago at the SF MoMA Museum, and my oh my, after several years of having this book, well, it was in storage for a long time while I was homeless and on the road and just gallivanting around the world. And I have been digging back into this book now for the first time in years and just having my mind blown. So go trip out on R. Buckminster Fuller after you listen and read this piece. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and thank you for remembering with me. So let's dive right into it. Do you see the ocean's secret about you and me? This is the Human Experience, number 60. Imagine now, you're standing at the lip of a cliff at the edge of the world, observing the hypnotic motion of the sea. At the horizon line, you can't discern much movement, but you know the water is flowing because you know that's what it does. And you marvel at its marriage with the sun. So you bring your attention closer and you witness soft ripples in the distance. Lines, slowly moving lines. A majestic vision which minuscule words aren't capable of capturing. And as those lines move towards you, they arc into waves. So you watch them crest, picking up speed as they approach your perch. And then, with great force, those waves crash into your rocky cliff, and they explode the sea upward and all around. And in that moment, something truly magical happens. As the force of the water smacks the rocks, it breaks itself into billions of individualized drops. And as those drops fly through the air, they look around at each other, and one says to the others, "Hey, look at me! I'm a drop!" To which another replies back, "I'm also a drop, but I look different than you." And as the drops look around at each other in mid-air, they see some who are bigger than them and some who are smaller. Some who catch the light of the sun with shimmering brilliance, and then others who fly in their shadow. And each drop believes so deeply in their individualized nature, they forget where they originated only moments before. They forget while, yes, they are a unique drop flying through the air, they are also the sea. So the drops spend their temporary flight calling out the differences between themselves. They laugh at each other and say things like, "Hey, look at that drop. That one looks weird." And, "I'm way different than that drop. We could never be the same." But then, in a few passing moments, they return to where they came from, and they finally remember. Oh yes, how could I have forgotten? I am the sea. And as quickly as they remember their true identity, what happens? Another set rolls in, and the sea sprays itself once more against the rocks. Only this time, one of the drops remembers the break and who it really is. And it calls to the others, "Don't you remember? We are the sea." But one of the others laughs and says, "What are you talking about? We're drops, can't you see?" And another ardently remarks, "Yeah, look around you, you fool. How could you claim that we are more than what we can see?" Yet, with confidence in its memory, that lone, knowing drop soars with a Cheshire smile. And it thinks to itself, "It's okay. You all will remember soon." And sure enough, only moments after the fall, the sea laughs again in its wholeness, ready to spray again. My friends, this is a time of remembering. What a beautiful thing it is to be a drop, isn't it? It's a beautiful gift to forget who you are as you explode into a newly individualized but temporary lifetime, and to embark on a solitary flight of remembrance together. But you must accept how some drops are more forgetful than others. Some get scared in the air and scream, "Make it all stop," to the wind, while others enjoy the ride, and that's okay. So when you remember, you must allow compassion to become your currency. You must fly in confidence, knowing your memory to be sound. Because all individuals will remember in their own time. And as a great man once said, we are all just walking each other home. And that great man was Ram Dass. So that brings us to the end of today's piece, my friend. These longer episodes that we do, they're so fun, but my goal as a writer is to condense down 10 pages of material into one page. And I'm working to do that because I know I can be long-winded sometimes, but I am working on becoming the best writer that I possibly can, and I thank you for being a part of the experience with me. Thank you for being a part of my human experience and for having the bravery to live your own, because let's just face it, things are getting kind of weird out here in reality. So anyway, I appreciate you, I love you, and I will see you back here next Wednesday. This is your buddy Human wishing you a beautiful week. Peace.